What would this guy do? What would George Washington do? Do you remember what the most important thing that our best president ever did? What was the most important moment in his presidential career? The moment he gave up power, right? His most defining act of leadership was walking away from power. Because he knew, and in his final address to the American people, he said it to you. Maybe you weren't listening until a couple years ago, but he said, you know what? This burden's on your shoulders. That sacred fire of liberty, that thing that we've all risen up to defend, it's not going to come from a president. It's not even going to come from a constitution that is not bulletproof from the desires of Washington, D.C. to grow and expand and be corrupted by all these influences that fly under G5s to Washington, D.C. George Washington said, it's your responsibility. Do you guys want that responsibility? Yeah. Are you willing to take that responsibility? Yeah. This is nothing new. This is the American tradition. This is who we were long before there was a declaration, long before there was a constitution. There's this mythology that somehow the American enterprise that we all love so much was conceived from a few great men. No. It came from the bottom up. You guys all know about Sam Adams recruiting on the docks of Boston? You guys know about the Boston Tea Party. You've heard of this, right? The grassroots in the 1760s, the 1770s drove the process. They were the bloggers of their time. They were standing on soapboxes. They were rallying in the streets. It's quite possible to conceive of the possibility that even George Washington was motivated and inspired by the man on the street. It came from us, we the people, bottom up, not top down. So, no pressure. The burden is all on you guys. And yes, we're here in Ohio, and Ohio matters. And November 6th matters. But how many people agree with this statement? November 7th matters more than November 6th. After the election comes accountability, and we owe it to ourselves, we owe it to the founding fathers, we owe it to our children to not slow down, to never give up, and to understand that the process of restoring this country starts with accountability from the bottom up. It's not going to come from a president. So don't think that you can go home on November 7th. This is what we've done in the past. We tried to elect the next Ronald Reagan, thought the job was done. We went back to our lives and our families and all the obligations that we have, not realizing that accountability is a job that comes 365 days a year. So I want you guys to commit to this. The day after the election, we're going to start talking about what's next. And I happen to think that Election Day is going to be a great day. And I think that all the experts and all the pollsters and all the political scientists and everything that you see in the papers and TV, they've been wrong so many times in the last 3 years. I have a feeling that they don't quite understand who we are. They don't know how to measure free people acting in voluntary association towards a common goal.